What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Nano to Bitcoin. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We are doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers, which is right around the corner, for some Crypto TV merch. Obviously, there is a link in the video top right if you want to check that out. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So we're going to be looking at Litecoin, like I said, and then why Nano is jumping quite a decent amount. I think up like 30% on the day, which is beautiful. But I'm on the coin market cap right now, and I'm just scrolling down. You guys can see, hold on, that we have a current market cap of 214 billion. So about $3 billion has entered the market since yesterday. We have a very low 24-hour volume at 11.6 billion, with a Bitcoin dominance at 53.2%. So definitely looks nice in my opinion. Things are seemingly getting better as the consolidation slowly starts to end, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. So I scroll down to the top 10 cryptocurrencies. You can see we are all up. Everything is green. Literally the whole market is green. Only one coin seems to be down, Bitcoin Diamond, which we talked about in yesterday's video. As to why that is, you can obviously know that because we are down after a huge run like that, it's normally expected. But so Bitcoin is actually at $6,600, a little bit over. So above that $6,500 resistance level. Ethereum at 280, still trying to regain support at $300. And we have Litecoin at 57.96, almost at $58, up 2.53% on the day. So moving on, I want to look at Litecoin for a second, and we'll go through the order as such. Save Nano for last. So when we look at Litecoin right now, you guys, there's a few things I want you to notice. First thing is you can see how we're slowly starting to regain some momentum on the relative strength index, which in my opinion is very good. I do think we need some sort of stability and movement back upwards. You can see we were in such an oversold market for quite a long time. We were almost due to move back up and try to regain overbought territory, you know, move back up into areas above here. So it definitely looks nice in my opinion. As you guys can see, we did have a 55, we're on the daily, just to point that out. We are on the $55 price level. You can see we bounced off of that today, and we are currently moving back up to a small resistance at around $57.97, $58. So in my opinion, that's very good. The reason we're seeing some sort of resistance at this level is because if we zoom out, you can see where we've had issues there in the past. And then if I zoom a little bit further out, I want to show you where that ends up being in the past. So you can see right here, zooming back out, where this line of resistance is. So you can see how we used this as support in the past. You can see right here, more support. And then it was also acting as resistance here and here. So it's actually it's a pretty major resistance level in my opinion. It does look good. I do think we're still in a consolidation bearish market in my opinion, but things are going to change very soon in the next couple of days, because we are getting very, very, very close to a extremely strong descending triangle resistance level, a downtrend if you would like to call it that. So this yellow line has been on the market for quite a long time, putting a lot of downwards pressure on Litecoin. You guys can see how big this downtrend was, and it seems like we're coming to a wrap. We're finally coming to the end, so moves will be made very soon. Obviously, everybody's hoping that we go upwards, and there's a good chance that we will break bullish from this movement. And reason being is because we do look very nice in certain areas. We are below the high-low MMA, the high-low middle moving average, 35 and 100-day moving averages. So we do have plenty of support to move back up to a strong neutral price level. This is a neutral area. That's the moving average that we need to regain support at. So we are going to consolidate again, I think, for another maybe 2 days, and then we're going to retest that downtrend. Now, there's a few things I want to discuss. If we don't break the downtrend when we get over here to that 55 level, there's a good chance we're going to break 55, and the next level we're going to go to for support is $50 even. You can see where we have retested that on that wick right there a few days ago on the 14th. So support is strong at 55, and support is very strong at 50. So those are definitely two key levels we're going to be paying attention to in the next week or so when we see the price level move there. It's definitely nice that we're seeing $58 right now. There's a chance we could break bullish from this level right here, but we're most likely going to be stopped by around a $60 resistance level in the past. You can see we've had higher highs in the past, 90, 95. That's because of this support level. I mean, the resistance level being so much higher. So as you can see, it's becoming a lot smaller and lower, and there's a good chance we should break bullish from that in the next couple of days. Now to zoom in, I want to show you guys the 4-hour really quick, and you can see why we're seeing more resistance at the current price level, and you can see how much bigger this channel that we're in. As I zoom in, you can see how much resistance and kind of congestion has been in between these two levels right here. If we break bearish, again, you can see we're going to go right back down to 50 in that region, but I do think we're going to fill this in. So to draw it out for you guys, we're going to fill in this area right here. We're going to fill this in, and we're going to retest this level right here. So this is where the resistance is. This is key. Now, if we can consolidate further, the high-low MMA is going to be a strong resistance too. So we're going to have two things to retest. But if we can see Bitcoin is the major key in this thing. If we can break bullish from that, if we can move back up higher, we're definitely in good standing, in my opinion. So just to clarify things and kind of look at the overall, you know, the volume where that would go, Bitcoin, that being the top cryptocurrency. I'm on Bitcoin right now on the daily. You can see we're pretty much neutral on the relative strength index, literally trading at $50 even, which is definitely nice in my opinion. A lot of room to play around with right there. We're not overbought, so there's plenty of potential to move upwards, but there's also potential to move down. Unlike Litecoin, which was definitely a lot lower when we were looking at the daily, Bitcoin is in the middle range, so it's kind of either or. One thing to pay attention to is in these days of consolidation, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days. Today is the first day we're really actually pretty high in the consolidation point in terms of price. We're at around $6,616, which is fairly high compared to where we have been in the past, all the way down to like $5,800 was the lowest we've been to. So to see this consolidation, the fact that we're moving up slightly is definitely good. There's a small uptrend, which we're going to look at in a second on the 4-hour, but things are looking nice. It looks like the price wants to move back up to its high-low middle moving averages, probably at around $7,000 even. So to see a $7,000 Bitcoin would definitely help a lot of people. Obviously, that 7,000, all the 000 is a pretty big mental barrier, but if we manage to break above that, or at least go and retest that high-low MMA, it'll definitely be looking good, and the market may be exhausted. You can see how much consolidation is here. So this is a super strong support level at around $6,200. So things are looking quite nice in my opinion. Now, when I just zoom into the 4-hour, you guys will notice what is happening right now, and it actually looks quite nice in my opinion. Third time I said that, LOL. So you can see how we're trading sideways. You can see these two lines are where a lot of the this channel has been. A lot of the resistance is playing out. So you can see right here, the top right here is a huge resistance, and this right here at around 6,286 is a pretty big support. But we managed to break bullish from this resistance level at 64.40, 64.50. And we're now kind of retesting our 4-hour high-low MMA. Now, one thing to be paying pretty close attention to is we are slowly nearing overbought territory on the relative strength index. Now, if we manage to get back in overbought, which we probably will, we're probably going to see a slight pullback in the next day or a couple hours, but things do look nice. There's plenty of room to go up. What I would like to see Bitcoin do, and what it's trying to do, is use its high-low MMA as a support level and not use it as a resistance. You can see in the past how many times it's tried to get above, and it's just been putting so much downwards pressure on the market. It hasn't had enough time to break bullish from that. So if things trade sideways and they trade well, we should manage to start using this as a support. And if we do use it as a support, it'll help move Litecoin's price up much higher to that $60, $70 region, you know, kind of hanging out in there. So if we do use it as support and we can close a 4-hour candle above this level right here, you can see we just started our first candle. If this candle closes, which we'll see by around 9 or 10 o'clock, above this high-low MMA, things are looking quite nice, and we may see a small rally up a little bit higher. Obviously, then we're going to pull back down because we're nearing overbought territory, but there's plenty of room to move up in the long term for Bitcoin, as you can see. And I do think we're going to slowly start to head back up to its high-low MMA. So a $7,000 Litecoin could be right around the corner. So, you know, be patient. Be mindful of that. Obviously, there is a pretty big resistance on Ethereum now on the daily. You guys can see where that resistance level is. You can see how we've tried to move back up towards that, and we are kind of facing some resistance. Obviously, this is probably the best coin to be paying attention to right now because there's so much potential for Ethereum. You can see its high-low MMA is literally 30, let's say 32, 33 on the relative strength index. So it has the whole board to move up so much higher. And I do think it will very soon. If we manage to break this $283 resistance level, we should go right back up to retest its downtrend. It's, I want to say, 3-month downtrend. And probably see at least over a $300 Ethereum token, right at around $340. So things are looking nice for Ethereum. Obviously, everyone wants to see the support, and that's what we're getting right now. And lastly, Nano, the coin that I really wanted to talk about. Nano looks the best right now. Beautiful. You can see we're checking this out on the daily. You can see as I just fixed this, there was a descending triangle. And this is what I want to see happen to the other altcoins like Litecoin and Ethereum, as well as Bitcoin. So as you saw on Litecoin, we did have a downtrend that we drew. So we drew something like this, and this goes all the way up, guys. So something like that. You can see this is a huge downtrend, similar to Litecoin. Litecoin had a very big downtrend. I'm going to just zoom in on the daily or zoom out to the daily so you guys know what I'm talking about or trying to reference. So you can see with Litecoin, we have a downtrend like this. Check this out. Hold on. Didn't mean to do that. So we have this downtrend right here. You can see the yellow, and you can see we're pretty much at the bottom where these supports that I drew are, the purple and this bottom white line. So if we can break bullish, we should shoot right back up to its high-low MMA. Similar to Nano on the daily, it broke bullish from its downtrend, and it shot right up to its high-low MMA very quickly. It was literally extremely oversold at 18 and shot right back up to around 71, now overbought. So I do think it's going to pull back down. It's facing two key resistance areas. Obviously, relative strength index is overbought on the daily, and it's also retesting its high-low middle moving averages. But this is what I'm anticipating to happen with Litecoin. So that's why I wanted to reference this, besides the fact that it pretty much blew up today, which is beautiful to look at. I'm drawing in a few support and resistance lines right here. So it's actually 3 things to be worried about with Nano. If you definitely have Nano, I would definitely sell out right now, at least a small position. That's what I would do. Because there's 3 resistances. You have this resistance line, you have the high-low MA, and the fact that we're overbought. All downwards pressure pushing the price level down. So tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some negative numbers for Nano, in my opinion. But the fact that this downtrend, I'm literally going to make this yellow so you guys can really clearly see what I'm referring to. So we have the yellow downtrend, we have a support at the bottom, and we broke bullish right back up to its high-low MMA. That's what I'm looking to see with this yellow downtrend. We have a support right here and a support right here. We should break bullish and shoot right back up to its high-low MMA on the daily at around $85, $90 region. So things are looking good. Hopefully that helped clarify some things for you guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, giveaway at 5K, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.